Hello, I'm Kristen with the Fifth Sparrow No More. Really? I can't talk. Hello, I am Kristen with the Fifth Sparrow No More, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video today and are going thrifting with me. So we are headed to Tazewell, Tennessee, which is about an hour from me, to go to Picker's Paradise. I got to the point at home where I have so many things that I need to accomplish that I could accomplish nothing. So what was needed was a little bit of thrift therapy. So we're gonna hit the road and go see what this Picker's Paradise is all about and get into some thrift and trouble. So let's get started. The drive is absolutely beautiful. I'm from Texas, and all of our land is flat there pretty much, and looking up to see these mountains still puts me in awe of what God can create, and I'm so blessed and thankful to be living here in Tennessee. All right, we are at our first stop, which actually wasn't planned. We are at R.O. Giles maybe? Flea market. I was on the way to Picker's Paradise, which was planned, and saw this flea market. So let's go in and see what it is. It's pretty crowded, so maybe it's pretty good. So let's go check it out. Okay, no filming inside of the flea market. There were a lot of chickens and a lot of tools and a lot of clothes. So truly a flea market. However, in the very back, there was a flatbed trailer, and they just had a random assortment of things on this flatbed trailer. And so he made me a pile, or I made a pile, and he gave me a price. So while we're sitting here waiting for the car to cool off, to get back on the road, I will show you what I got at the flea market. Okay, I don't know if you can tell the crazing on this with sunlight. Let's see if you can see it. Look at the crazing on that. It's just, I mean, it is fantastic. So got that, and even the newspaper is antique. Like, I saw a date on it somewhere. Now I can't find it again. Yeah, 1975. Newspaper is older than I am, y'all. And then I got this fantastic crock. Look at the grazing. Oh, it says Helmco 96 on the bottom. I'll have to look that up. But like I said, I made a pile and I gave him 20 bucks for everything. So I don't know if I got a good deal, but he was cute. And I think he was about 97 years old. I love him. And I got these two bowls. Once again, the crazing and the cracking on them, and they say USA on the bottom, and there's this matching one as well. And like I said, they're all chippy and well loved, so kind of fantastic. Okay, and then I got this glass bake. It's a Currier and Ives blue and white glass bake. I'll need to look that up and see the price, and if I do that and I find it, and I will put it down here so you can see what the going price for it is. And then I got this. I think this is also, this is a Fire King, and I got this one. And like I said, everything that he gave me was 20 bucks, and all of that was 20 bucks. So I mean, like I said, I don't know if I got a good deal or not, but he was precious, and he got to tell me about his lovely wife, who all of these things are, and he really was just super cute. So glad I stopped. All the chickens in the cages made me sad, but that's just me. So we'll get everything packed back up, back on the road to our original destination of Tazewell and the Picker's Paradise. So entering the Picker's Paradise, I was super excited to see how good the prices were. However, a constant theme throughout the store were these creepy children mannequin dolls. Maybe they're not creepy for everybody, but they were so creepy for me. And they seemed to be everywhere. I love getting ideas for how to display vignettes, and I love this one with the 2 crates on top of this pie safe. And looking at all of these things, I had almost everything of that in my house in Texas. Another creepy doll. And we continue around the store, and there was so much stuff to look at. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing how everyone displayed everything, and how things were set up in the different booths, and the variety of things was really awesome too. You can really find almost anything in this place. I love that pottery set. I have 2 pieces of it already, so that set was not needed but wanted. And come around the corner, we'll see a paint by number, and it was absolutely beautiful. The pretty colors. I like how they use this porch screen door, and put shelves and a little table on it. I thought that was really a clever idea. I thought this barn shelf was absolutely adorable and would be so cute with horses on it, or little tractors or cars, or even home decor pieces. Okay, y'all, the most amazing way to display hen and nest dishes. This cute little chicken coop and with the lights and the flowers, super cute. Okay, I really thought this was a very clever way to do an island, so to speak. So they have this full-size bed set up and then things inside of it. And I thought that was really clever. And I might try that at some point in time in one of my booths. Here I'm trying to show you the perilous incline that was around the corner from that booth. It was hard to push the basket up that hill. This beautiful blue dresser was stunning, and then I see this, not for sale. I despise not for sale tags. And in the same booth, there was another one on this beautiful nightstand. If there is a piece in your booth that's taking up square footage, put a price on it. Even if it's an extravagant price, put a price on it, because it's taking up space that you're paying for. Just one of my pet peeves, and I'll get off my soapbox now. I thought this was a super clever idea. Way to go, vendor. So she had a pick a print and frame like little bar there. So you pick out the frame that you want, and then she has different sized prints that go in those frames. And I just thought that was absolutely clever. Way to go, whoever you are, vendor. This magazine rack where the pictures were displayed was a super clever idea as well. This vendor understood the assignment. The goose is trending assignment, and look at those geese measuring cups. Oh, they're so cute. So this is what I got at the Picker's Paradise. I got that divided sorter thingy for my vintage flashcards in my office, and that coffee table that everything's sitting on. 2 brown bottles and fall leaves for the fall reset praying hands, because I do collect those, a bird book, 2 drawers to redo, a swan picture, and this adorable shelf that nearly didn't fit in my car. So that's everything that I got at Pigger's Paradise, and I highly suggest going.